Welcome to the Word of Truth. This is Teacher D.H. Boone. Today's message is called Exercise Your Faith. We all have been tempted, tested, and tried. And there come a time we have to exercise our faith. Just like we like to exercise our bodies, get our body fit, get them strong so we'll be able to endure and we are healthy. Well, we can't forget about our spirit and our mental side. We have to exercise our faith. Exercising our faith means that we believe what God tells us that he will do. We have to make sure that we know that God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. So when we exercise our faith, we make sure that we stand in the times of the storm. We stand in the storm, keeping our eyes and mind on the Lord so we be in perfect peace. Just like when Jesus called Peter out the boat, he was exercising his faith when he kept his eyes on the Lord. He was able to walk on the water. But when he took his eyes off of Jesus, that's when he began to sink. So when we keep our eyes on the Lord and we stand on his word, that's when we able to walk on the water. That's when we able to walk through the storm. So we got to keep our eyes and mind on the Lord, and we have to make sure we stand on the word. Yes, we all going to be tempted, tested, and tried. Jesus was tempted, tested, and tried. But we have to stay true to God and know that he said if we love him, we will believe him. And we have to not look at things on this outward appearance, but realize that the just live by faith and not by sight. So it's going to be times when your faith is going to be tested. It's going to be time that you have to believe God for the impossible. Even though God is a possible God, we know that God could do the impossible. God will bless you outside of society. Some people say certain things that have to be this way and a person have to do this, but God could do any and everything but fail. Just look over your shoulders and realize all the things that God have done for you already. Realize that the things that you know, if it wasn't for God, that you wouldn't still be here, or things wouldn't have happened the way they did. God can make a way out of no way. God can make a door when they said it wasn't a door. God could open the door that was closed. God could close the door that was open. God could make a way for you. Over 2,000 years ago, we know that God raised the dead. We know he made the blind see. He changed water into wine. He fed 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. So we know that God could do any and everything but fail. He is a possible God, but he could do the impossible. So that's why you have to stand on faith. And when God tells you something that he's going to do something, you don't have to believe what other people are saying. That's why you have to watch what you say and what you tell the people, because people that when they faith are small, they will say, oh, no, you know what, that ain't going to happen. No, that ain't going to happen. No, you can't do that. That ain't going to work out. That's why don't tell everything that God tell you. Everything that he tell he going to do for you, or a way he going to make for you, or how he going to bless you. Everybody don't need to know. Just do what you got to do, but stand strong in faith. Just because other people's faith might be small and they might be negative, you make sure you stay positive, and you know that everything will work together for the good for those who love God and called out according to his purpose. All you have to do each and every day, speak those things that's not as though they were. That's how you exercise your faith. You exercise your faith by believing what God say, doing the impossible, stretching your faith, doing things that's challenging, do the things that you never did before, stepping out on faith when other people don't believe, and God say, hey, go on and do it. We see how Noah exercised his faith. People was laughing at him, but when he told him to build that ark, he wouldn't build that ark, and he saved himself, and see, when God tell you to do something, that's how you exercise your faith, when you go on and do it, and you believe what it is that God tell you. So keep your head up and stay strong, and make sure that you know that God could do the impossible. God will bless you outside of society. God will do for you what you can't do for yourself. God will do for you what other people can't do. God will do something that's so impossible that people will say, wow, how did that happen to you? How did that happen? Then you could say, hey, you know what? If it wasn't for the Lord by my side, this wouldn't have happened. See, God would do things to bring glory to himself. And because a lot of times people always want to bring glory to them and say, well, you ain't had this because of me. And see, when you see yourself down, and nobody around, or you have few people to help, all you got to do is lean on God, exercise your faith, and talk to him. All you have to do is say, God, he said, you have not because you ask. Now ask him to help you, and God could do the impossible. And never, ever put nobody else in God's place in your life. Until next time, may the peace of God be with you and exercise your faith.